Good morning, everybody. So, when dealing with customers, we have to answer to many, many questions, starting from a simple one, which is how do we engage customers? How do we engage them? And also, how do we build an experience that let them feel how they would like to feel? We know that customers are different to one another. There are many of them that want exclusivity. They want something built for them that they only have. And some others like to shop when they're available in a way that even the people that have to serve them need to be available and to fit their schedule. Then some other customers want to be known. They want to be known by the company in a way that the company knows everything about them, their lifestyle, their dreams, and their wishes, because they claim they trust companies who know them very well. Some of them like the interaction. So when they choose a product, when they select a product, they like to interact with people. They like to interact with someone who knows the product. I'm sorry, we have an issue. But some customers love the product, so they go and shop online or at the store because they love the product and they really want it. Some others go beyond this and they want to feel the world that they entered when they actually entered the store. So they want to know more about the company history, they want to know more about the product history in a way that they know about the design, they know about anything related to the product, the craftsmanship, the innovation. And they want to feel good when they shop, and they want to be welcome. So the question is, how do we build an engaging experience for the luxury customers? How do we build an experience for the premium living customers? So we asked ourselves, can we do this through innovation? But then we asked, what is innovation for us? If we surf the internet, we can find many, many definitions of innovation. And if we carefully look at them, we can see that they all refer to three things: business, creation of value, and moving from something that is a requirement, a market or a customer need, to something tangible that is a service. And they often use a couple of words, which is transformation and translation. Now, the next question is technology the driver for innovation? This is an important question that we asked ourselves. And in many, many cases, the answer is yes. But then we also asked ourselves, why don't we look at the meaning that stands behind an event or a situation? Or I'd better say, why don't we look at the way to change the meaning, starting from an old meaning and moving to a new one, starting from a concept, moving to the new one. So the ecosystem is made of people. We have customers, we have sociocultural aspects, we have external factors, and we have personal factors. And they are all within the cloud of the people. And next to the people, we have the meaning. But at the end of the day, what's this meaning? The meaning is the why people want to do something, why people in the future will want something different, or they will do something different, or they even will expect something different compared to what they have wanted, to what they have expected in the past, or even to what they have been offered by the past. So this why of changing the meaning needs to be envisioned through a critical path, a critical thinking path, and needs to be reinterpreted. So that's what we call the visionary reinterpretation. And finally, we need to be practical, so we need to find the solution. The solution is the how, the mean, the tool that will support us and enable us to achieve the change of the meaning. And this is the idea moment, the creative problem solving, when we can find the final tool. And this tool may or may not be technology. I spoke about the meaning, and I spoke about the visionary reinterpretation of the meaning. But what is this visionary reinterpretation of the meaning? That's simply using someone else who deals on a daily basis with the same meaning, the same problem, but operates in another field. And these are people that look at the same problem from a different point of view. And they can be singers, they can be chefs, they can be anthropologists, and they can even be a concierge. These are just a few examples. They all deal with premium customers, but they look at the problem from the different point of view. And they can help us moving from the old meaning to the new one, and from the old concept to the new one. So, how do we build and how do we enhance the experience from the customer? We know that the business intelligence and the predictive analysis have been out there for a while, and all the companies have used them in order to analyze and predict the business. And this is the classical BI, which is absolutely still needed, and we need to leverage it. But our customers are very mobile. They shop at the store, they shop online, they travel the world, they can be everywhere in the world at any point in time, and they need to interact with us, and they want to shop. And if you look internally to our companies, we have managers and executives who travel a lot, and they're mobile as well. And more, they need information delivered to them in an easy way through a layout they are comfortable with, information that are delivered quickly, the concept of speed. And laptops and paper are difficult tools to deal with when you have this level of mobility. So, looking at the customers have their smartphone. They really love it. They do everything with their smartphone because they shop, they communicate, they go social, they interact with other people, and this is the way they want to interact with us, and they want to shop with us. So we started the mobile way, and we saw the tendency of moving from the classical BI to the mobile BI. And in order to achieve this goal, we finally selected, when we thought about the how, MicroStrategy mobile platform and Azure, which we thought are two appropriate technologies to help us in order to reach our goal. But now, I really would like to show you something from the real life through a short demonstration of something that we have built, and therefore let me introduce Dr. Marcello Vignocchi, who is the Innovative Solutions Director. He leads the innovation team and the innovation program, and he leads the mobile team and the mobile program. Welcome, Marcello.
Okay, we think that based on what Simone said on the research of innovation on meaning, the mobile technology could help us a lot. Because many of the things that we see in the mobile, many of the features, are linked to the social cultural change that are in the world. So first of all, the usage of time. Because you know time is one of the most critical resources nowadays, and the mobile allows us to optimize the time. Mobile is instant on, and we can extend the time for our customers. So we can extend the time of their journey with Gucci. The second characteristics of mobile is the information. The customer can have always with them the information through the mobile. And the third one is the experience, because you know many products are becoming software. Some of these products, like this shoe, is more difficult to let them become software. But what we can do is to use our software to increase the experience when you're buying this product. And the last point is about the context. The context is very important because mobile can use the camera, the gyroscope, and can identify where I am. But with Usher, now we have something more, because we can identify who I am. So this is very important when we deal with our customer. So in Gucci, we have these 3 mobile waves. In the first one, we have the sales at a touch, which is a tool for our top managers to have always with them the information to take better decisions. The second solution was what we call behind store. It's a tool that we give to all our sales associates to help them during the selling ceremony with the customer, giving them information on product and on the customer themselves. Now, what we are showing now is the new system that we are developing with, for our customer. We called Luce, that in Italian means light, but also means that luxury, in our opinion, is customer experience. And with this Luce, we have to use not only mobile platform, but of course also mobile SDK, transactions, and Usher. So let me move now to the live demo. OK, so on the left of the screen, you see the app that I'm using, which is the app of the customer. And on the right of the screen, you see the app that all the customer has in this moment, all the sales associate has in the store to help them for the sales. So you see that on the right, they have information on product, on customer, and so on. And you see that there is also an icon which is disabled that say that there are no specific clients in the store. So now I show something about instead the application of the customer. And one of the first things that we wanted to introduce that comes from the digital world is the wish list. Because wish list is very helpful, but we think is a little bit boring. So in order to make the wish list more exciting, we have to create the wish list interacting with some physical objects. So in order to do that, let me show, for example, here I have just one item in the wish list, but I want to enrich the wish list using a magazine. So here I have a magazine where there is a Gucci advertising. We didn't put any barcode here. So we want to scan, basically, the picture in order to get the items that are there. So if we move back, yes, to the live demo, I can go here. Ooh. OK. The system recognizes the picture of the magazine and show me all the items that are available in that advertising. Thank you. So for each of these items, I can decide to add to my wish list. So let me take these shoes. I click on the shoes. I can get some information, also where this item is available, and add to my wish list. So now I have 2 items in the wish list. Let me go back to the presentation. So this is one of the ways that the customer can interact with their app, so using the magazine. But what we are going to show later in one of the tracks today is that we can interact also with some advertising in video, like in airport, where you can start to interact with that video and add items to your wish list. And the next one is also to take pictures of the product so that you can expose this product in an hotel or in the windows of the store when the store is closed, but the customer can add this item to the product, to the wish list. OK, so this is the part of the wish list. The next point that I want to show you is that of course, for us, it's important that the customer come to the store. So the goal is to enrich their experience in the stores, but we want that they come to the store. So in order to give them a best experience, what we ask them is to let us know when they arrive in the store. So we are going to see this in a few minutes. So when they arrive in the store, they can use Usher to say, OK, I'm in this store. And of course, in order to convince them, we can create some tools like the loyalty book, which is a sort of digital book in their iPhone, where they can add all the stores that they visit. They can share this information. And of course, we can give them some what we call Gucci emotions, so some information on premium lifestyle in that area. So let me show this part of the demo. What we have in the store, here we have Las Vegas Bellagio, is a sort of iPad where there is a QR code that they can use when they go to the store. So what they can do, if we can go back to the live demo, OK, is to do the check-in. So when the customer arrives in the store, here I have my badge, my Usher badge. When the customer arrives to the store, we can just scan. Sorry, the light is here. We can just scan the QR code so that in some way I'm entering in this store. And what happens is that you see in the application of the sales associate, you can see that there is a customer in the store. And if you click on launch, you can recognize in some way that this customer has just arrived to the store in order to give the customer a better experience. You can also see my picture that it comes from the badge, so that in this way, it can also recognize me. Now you see that here I get this picture of Bellagio. I have the loyalty book, so I get the stamp of Bellagio. I get here all the stores that I visit, both in, let's say, in America or in Europe. So I can increase every time my loyalty book and see what I have visited till now. So I can share this loyalty book with our friends. If I click here on the Bellagio, I can also get what we call the Gucci emotions. So these are suggestions from Gucci on how you can have a premium life about food and drinks, charm and relax, and other things that you have in this area. So now let's move to the next phase of the demo. If we can go back to the presentation, OK. Now there is the part in the store. So one of the most important points is that we want interaction in the store. And so we think to interact with some video like this, or to explore the store using the Bluetooth. Because as Mike said before, the Bluetooth can recognize a lot of things and make some things really like magic. And at the end, we want that we can interact with the sales associate at the end of our trip in the store. So let me go to this video. And this is a touch video. So if I click here, I can get some items of the look that we have here. This is something that all the customer can do. I can click here and get more information on this item. But what the customer that has Usher, that has the Luce application, can interact with the video. So you see that here there is the Usher QR code. I can do again a check-in. And doing this check-in, the video is linked to my iPhone. So you see that now I have this. Simone will get an advice that somebody, some customer, that specific customer is interacting with this video. I can move ahead with the video, see the fashion show, and you see that this item that was in my wish list at the beginning is squared because it's looking at my wish list, so I already know that this item is in my wish list. What I can do is that I can take one of the item and drag here. So if I drag here the item, what happens is that this item is added to the wish list, and I can proceed now with this fashion show. So you see that now in my wish list, I have also this item. Now the very last functionality is related to the Bluetooth. So when I'm in the store, I can click on Discover. And now when I go close to a bag, I can get information on this bag. So you see here, I get all the information of this bag, and if I go and I move on the other bag, what happens is that while I'm exploring, as soon as I come here, I get. Thank you. So now, when I have explored the store and I have my wish list, at the end, I can start to interact with the sales associate. And what I can do is ask for assistance. I'm in Gucci Las Vegas Bellagio. I can click here, and in this way, the system sends a message to Simone. Simone can see the customer that entered in the store. He knows when he entered in the store, and now that asks for assistance. And if you click here, you can get our information from our CRM system, and moreover, can click on the wish list. And in this way, it can understand exactly what I'm looking for. So you see that we have the same wish list.
OK, so this ends our live demonstration. Just want to invite you. We have a couple of tracks. One is scheduled for this afternoon, and one is scheduled for tomorrow afternoon, in which Marcello will hold a full demonstration of the application. You're all welcome if you want to join and see what we did. Thank you very much for attending the presentation.